What's up, Galaxy? It's time for Bantha Soup, the show where everything Star Wars related is up for discussion. I am your host, Gil Garcia. Today in the Back to Tank, we're reviewing a Bantha Soup first. It's a custom build display diorama that I actually made a little earlier this year. Now the theme, bear with me, it's a 1950s space ice cream diner, if that makes any sense. My entire life, I have had an old soul. I love anything retro and vintage. My living room looks like it's straight out of 1977. Growing up, my dad always had a game room. He had memorabilia from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and I just love those vintage antiques. He even had, you guessed it, an original trilogy Star Wars collection. That's what really set it off for me. So, a 50s space diner, Star Wars, looks like a match made in heaven. With collecting Star Wars and actually building displays, it's two of my most favorite things to do. I love that we've got this sandbox to play in. Without further ado, let's look at the 1950s Space Ice Cream Diner. Now here she is in all her glory. Guys, I've got to tell you, this was a really fun build to work on. Picking out all the different color schemes and decorations was awesome. The trick was to make an old school 50s diner that was set in the futuristic universe of Star Wars. Now the entire main structure is made out of foam poster board that I got at the dollar store. I used dowel rods and printed graphics on paper. As I was picking out decorations for the diner, I wanted to go with that classic Buck Rogers space fantasy look. So I made sure to pick out cosmic looking ice cream signs with astronauts and aliens, things that you would almost expect to see in a Star Wars diner. As you can see, I've got WA7 working some orders, and I must say she looks amazing. I went ahead and put Dex behind the bar because that's what he does best. The bar counter is a customized piece of the actual Cantina Atmos Isley that I got with a figure pack a while back. Here's a look at Robinino from the Clone Wars enjoying a little vanilla with sprinkles. Now this booth that Pre Vizsla and Audie Mandrell are sitting at is actually made out of popsicle sticks, cardboard, and felt. The little menus are made out of cardstock and an image print off. All that delicious food you see is dollhouse food I ordered on eBay. I got a mixed 20-piece pack of diner food for about $5. It came with hot dogs, burgers, cupcakes, pizza, and breakfast food. Delicious. Now here's one of my favorite features of the whole diorama. It's that all-time classic Galaga and Pac-Man arcade cabinets. These little arcades came out awesome, and all they are paper craft printouts I got online. All I did was print out the cabinet graphics, cut them out, and pasted them on some cardstock to make them sturdy. Then all you do is glue the pre-cut slots, put the arcade cabinet together. They were super easy to build and look simply amazing. Okay, I may have spoke too soon. I think this is my most favorite part of the whole diorama. It's the droid that ultimately gave me the idea to make the ice cream diner in the first place. It's G2B5, the gumball machine astromech droid. This is a custom figure that I made a while back with some old leftover Build-A-Droid parts. The dome was taken from a fighter pod case and filled with candy sprinkles. Then I just gave it a quick repaint and added some small sticker decals. Last but not least, all customers need a place to park, right? Directly on top of the diner, I made a landing platform. The platform has the main diner sign that actually reads diner in Arubish, the Star Wars written language. The ice cream cone that adorns the front of the building is actually made of an empty bubble bottle that I got from the dollar store. The landing platform is big enough for a small ship or speeder with access to the lower level in the back end of the building. As you can see, Bo Sheck just landed to grab some grub, and he's having a small repurposed LIN droid giving his Naboo speeder a once-over. I know those droids are only used for mines and demolition, but it looks awesome. One last Easter egg you may have noticed are the different control panels on the landing platform. Those graphics are actually taken from the original Death Star playset. I just blew the images up from their actual size. So come on down to the 50s Space Ice Cream Diner for some good eats and an awesome good time. Anytime I set up my figures, you can see behind me, it's gotta be in a display. I love to set up the figures in their movie scenes. It just makes me feel that much more closer to the Star Wars universe. Building models, for my Star Wars figures. Doesn't get any better. Okay, it's time for Com Talk, the part of the show where we talk about our favorite sources of Star Wars. So as you guys know, I love listening to Star Wars podcasts, especially the ones that have to do specifically with Star Wars collecting. I came across another amazing cast called The Collector's Galaxy with Trent, Michael, and Justin. Those guys are so amazing. They're funny. They're like really down-to-earth guys, the kind of dudes you just really want to hang out with and talk Star Wars all day. They can answer any questions you might have. They're always ready and willing to help new Star Wars collectors and just help you make educated decisions if you're going to make any Star Wars related purchases. So check out the Collector's Galaxy podcasting station. You can look them up on Facebook, the Imperial Commissary. You can buy, sell, trade figures. Get all the latest news and updates at imperialcommissary.com and look them up on their podcasting station, Collector's Galaxy. Hey Galaxy, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, send us a message, let us know what you think about the Ice Cream Diner. Look for our next episode. My name is Gil, and this is Bantha Soup.